Hiring a virtual assistant for $8 an hour sounds cheap. It is not. Once you count the hours spent training her, managing her, and fixing her mistakes, the real cost passes $18,000 a year. I fired mine and replaced her with 3 AI agents. Here's the real cost breakdown. No rounding, no hype. Here's what the real numbers behind a cheap VA actually look like. Recruiting and onboarding alone runs about 180 hours. Managing day-to-day work, correcting mistakes, retraining, adds up to roughly $1,200 a month in your own time. And every time a VA quits, replacing them costs 50 to 200% of their monthly pay. Add it up, and an $8 an hour VA can actually cost somewhere between $1,200 and $2,500 a month. First agent, inbox triage, the one that used to eat the most hours of my VA's week. Here's the build. A Gmail trigger watches for every new email that lands in my inbox. From there, it hands off to an AI agent node running on Claude with one job: read the email and decide, is this urgent, routine, or possible spam? If it's routine, the agent doesn't just flag it. It actually writes a draft reply using the context from the email itself, then applies the right label and saves that draft for me to review. Urgent emails get labeled, but left alone, no auto reply, because some things still need a human. Let's test it live. I'll send a routine email, something low stakes, just checking in on a project timeline. Watch the workflow fire. The trigger catches it, the agent reads it, classifies it as routine, and within seconds, there's a labeled email sitting in my inbox with a drafted reply ready to go. I didn't write a word of that reply. This one agent alone replaces the exact triage works I used to pay someone $8 an hour to do. Badly. An hour at a time. Second agent, meeting scheduling. This one starts the same way. An email comes in, but this time the agent's job is different. Figure out if this is actually a meeting request. If it's not, it does nothing. No false positives cluttering my calendar. If it is, it calls a second tool, connected directly to my real Google Calendar, and checks what's actually open over the next week. Not a guess, not a template, my real availability. Then it drafts a reply proposing 3 specific open time slots, phrased naturally, ready to send. Let's watch it work. I'll send myself a meeting request, something like, "Can we grab 30 minutes this week?" The agent reads it, recognizes it as a scheduling request, pulls my calendar, and drafts back 3 real times that are actually free. No back and forth, no double booking, no, let me check and get back to you. That single email thread that used to take 4 or 5 replies to actually land on a time now resolves in 1. Third agent, lead research, the task that used to sit in my VA's queue for a full day before she even got to it. This one doesn't wait on email at all. It watches a Google sheet. The moment a new row shows up with just a company name, the agent kicks off. It searches the web for real, current information on that company, pulls together a 2 to 3 sentence summary covering what they actually do and any recent news, and writes it straight back into the sheet in the same row. Let's add a lead live. I'll type in a company name, hit enter, and just wait. No refreshing, no manual searching. A few seconds later, the summary column fills itself in, along with a status update marking it researched. And unlike a rushed VA doing this at 11 p.m. before a deadline, this one starts the second the row appears, every single time, with no fatigue and no shortcuts. What used to be a full day of manual digging is now something that happens before I've even switched tabs. Now, here's the part most AI channels will not tell you. AI has not replaced virtual assistants. It has upgraded them. The actual data shows demand for VA skills has stayed steady even as AI adoption surged, because AI still cannot handle judgment calls, relationships, or anything that needs real accountability. What it does win at is exactly what you just watched: repetitive, high volume, low context work. And it is not free either. Running these 3 agents costs somewhere between $50 and $100 a month in tools, not zero. The honest comparison is $50 to $100 in AI tools against $1,200 to $2,500 a month for a VA, not free versus everything. 3 agents, $50 to $100 a month versus $1,200 to $2,500 a month for a VA, once you count everything. That is the real breakdown. If you run a business or freelance solo, this is where to start. Full workflow, templates linked below. Follow ShiftWave AI for a new SC automation build every week.